Oh, we know all about that, staying awake. Example is here, I'm told. Thank you very much that I can call you Elliot.
Morning. You can call me Elliot now.
That is actually your
real name. This is the BBC, so...
Elliot, a.k.a. Example.
Whatever you like, really.
Yeah.
And because your initials are E.G.
There you go.
I
Very
got
clever.
it.
You've got the knowledge.
I couldn't got it first, though, like you did.
It stands to reason that you're a rapper, because when you were 10 years old, you won the Royal Mail Poet of the Year award.
Something like that, yeah.
Did you really?
It was so long ago now, I've forgotten about it.
Oh, come on, you must remember that.
I'm trying to get all of the...
Not everybody wins a prize as Royal Mail Poet of the Year when they're 10.
I don't even know if the award's still going. It wasn't... didn't have much longevity, that one.
Can you remember what your poem was about?
I think it was about the first Gulf War.
Was it? And you were 10?
Don't ask. It's best we leave that.
So that's when the writing started, way back then,
Yeah, I was into, like, just writing rhymes when I was a kid. Maybe just out of boredom or something. But I just liked... I first got into rap when I was, like, 11 or 12. Just I think I liked the percussive element of the way they spoke, and the lyrics, I didn't really know what they were talking about because I was so young. It was obviously quite naughty stuff.
Yeah, so luckily probably you didn't understand half of them, was it?
Luckily, and then my mum, you know, I got a bit old, my mum started listening to it and she was like...
Oh...
You know, some of that early Snoop Dogg stuff, you know.
OK, and then there's the musical half. You took part in musicals when you were that age too, didn't you, a bit?
Yeah, this is another thing we probably shouldn't talk about because it doesn't do much for my credibility, but yes.
Go on.
But you're all about,
this is BBC
it's all about
Breakfast.
street and being credible, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got to get it all out there.
Not necessarily. I mean, I think it's just about being real, but...
What were you in?
I was Oliver Twist.
Yes.
But I seem to remember I'd just come back off holiday and I had a tan, like a really dark tan, and obviously I wasn't blonde, so I was like, sort of not the ideal Oliver Twist.
You talk about reputation. That's really important, is it? If you're doing this kind of music, that your reputation...
I don't know. I mean, I think maybe in the hip-hop world, but I suppose I'm making dance music. I just think it's just making music with integrity is the main thing, and all my stuff comes from a really personal place lyrically, so it's just about being real and honest. 27
festivals. That's quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we had the last one this weekend just gone.
Yes.
It kind of, they all kind of blur into one. Because I've had like, some weekends I've had like 4 in a weekend. How do you do that? You get sort of bites between them, or? Bites? No, just on a tour bus, but just driving overnight, sleeping in bunk beds, and you know, one week it's like 10,000 people in the tent, next it's 60,000 people in the field, and I kind of just try and put on the same show. And
can you remember the V-Fest?
I can remember V-Festival.
All right, just in case you couldn't, here's a reminder.
Okay.
Going out from the front to the back. Guarantee you'll miss me.
That must be quite some feeling when you look out from that stage and you see, how many thousand was that?
I think that was like 55, 60,000.
60,000 people, all jumping up and down, and they are owing it to you.
Yeah, it's amazing to do that. I've just, you know, I'm kind of a one-trick pony. I just want everyone to bounce. But people seem to like it. We get that response for the whole set. Like, we did 40 minutes, and everyone was just going like that for 40 minutes. And I'm really competitive. I was like, how many people? Because that was the second stage. Right. So there was a main stage, and I was like, how many people at the main stage? They were like, a couple of thousand. So the band on the main stage were really angry.
We shan't say who.
I'm not going to say who they were, but they asked to be moved the next day.
Did they? And just tell us a little bit about the music, because it's kind of dance, trance. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how would you explain it?
It's just all of my influences rolled into one. So it's like the rapping element. I like, you know, I listen to a lot of rock and grunge music, which is where, you know, what influences my singing and the melodies of my singing, and then dubstep, trance, house, you know, everything.
And are we correct in thinking Robbie Williams has influenced your performance a bit? Is that right?
I wouldn't say he's influenced. Put it this way, like, I think he's an amazing showman.
He is.
I don't think that you can draw comparisons to my music and his.
No.
He's had some massive hits.
Yeah.
And but I just think he's an amazing showman. I remember watching a video of him at Nebworth, and just how, you know, was it like 100,000 people just having him in the palm of your hand? And I just always, whenever I'm performing, I always try and, even if I can't look at everyone, just connect with just 1 or 2 people.
I was going to say, how do you do what you do and what he does? You just find 1 or 2 people and say, if I can get them in, I'll get everybody else.
What he does, I saw him once. He just looked at someone in the crowd and he was just like, "All right, darling," and just like, that makes the 100,000 people in the crowd warm to him and feel like as close to him as that girl did.
Yeah.
So I just always try and connect like that, and that's why I can get like 60,000 people bouncing, and that. I mean, that's close the fields. You don't hear about people closing fields, you know.
You were up till late last night.
Yeah, like the single says.
Yes.
No, I had a gig last night, and I've had about 4 hours sleep, and now I've got to go to Paris.
Right, and then on to Asia as well to do the festivals
Oh
there?
yeah, no.
or-
I mean, in a few weeks I've got Australia, and then like a Far East tour, and then I'm back to the UK, and week of rehearsals, and then the UK tour is like 19 gigs,
Right.
and then I think back to Australia again for Christmas, New Year. It's kicking off everywhere. I love
Sounds
it.
like a nice life.
Yeah, I just
Sounds
don't
like
like.
a tiring life.
I don't like service station diets. You know, you
Yes.
just end up living on cubes of mango.
Do you think with your
Try and stay healthy.
with your success on the tour bus, you should have a chef on board and all that?
Not that level yet. Maybe in a couple of years I'll have my own chef.
I love that. Cubes of mango, that will live with me. Example. Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.
Elliot, thank you.